Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. We got a stack of 6, and I don't really think I have any complaints this week, so you count yourselves lucky. So we're going to go with issue 2 of John Constantine, Hellblazer, Dead in America. There's the cover, suitably gruesome. When last we left Mr. Constantine, he may be dead, and he may be trying to bring back Alec Holland, the Swamp Thing. Simon Spurrier is our writer. Aaron Campbell is our artist. That's it. And John is calling in some favors in New Orleans and places like that. This is excellent. This is a great comic book. This reminds me of old school Vertigo, where things just got weird. Do you remember the weird? You remember like Shade the Changing Man? And John Constantine? Just the oddest things where they would be like, let's do something different and pull all the stops out and just have a great time and run with it. So that's what this is. This is a great comic book. It's a shame that I think it might be a mini-series. So, bummer. You need to go get this right now. I'm pretty sure issue 1 is still out there. Get issue 2. Issue 5 of 6 of Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Let me get you the lowdown and the skinny on who did what. Oh, no, I remember. It's in the back, like last time. Brian Buccellato is our writer. Christian Duce and Tom Derenick are our artists. And when last we left everybody, this is issue 5. Billy Batson's feeling awful because he thinks he killed Superman. Aquaman is using the Kraken to put the big tentacle monster into a pit. They've learned more about the Monsterverse, where all of these critters come from, and Luther got his hands on Mechagodzilla. So it's still a lot of fun. Everyone's, zooming around doing their thing. I was amazed that Gorilla Grodd showed up to worship Kong, to actually take over Kong, but because it's Grodd. Shazam does a really good job beating the crap out of stuff. Extra Green Lanterns show up. There's a really good big page. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. Alright, so this is a good book, but you're going to have to wait for the trade now because you waited too long. Godzilla one-shot, Godzilla Rivals, Mothra versus Mogira. So, let me get the culprits out of the way. Writer Johnny Parker II, artist Winston Chan. Somebody has stolen Mechagodzilla. So after Mothra beats up Ibera, the lobster, Mechagodzilla is making a course for Infant Island to blow up the Mothra egg. No egg, no new Mothra when she dies. Those are the rules. So we have Mechagodzilla show up. We learn a little bit more about Mothra and how things work for her. Who comes to save the day? That's right, folks. Jet Jaguar comes to save that egg and take some hits for Mothra's egg. And, then Mogira shows up. So we got Mogira, Mechagodzilla versus Jet Jaguar. The art is very just frenetic. It just moves and moves and moves. It feels like you're watching, a kaiju movie. So this is a really good issue of Rivals. Next issue, apparently they're really excited. They're spinning into a next issue with Mothra again, and she will be fighting Hedorah, affectionately referred to, at least by me, as the Smog Monster. So I can't wait for that to come out. This was a really fun one. The only thing I have to always remember to do is they're all one-shots. There's like 20 of these things, but they're all one-shots. So I always have to remember to tell Bill on a fanfare, hey, pull the book for me. I forgot this week, but there were still some left, so it wasn't Bill's fault. Alright, issue number 6 of Daredevil. That's Doctor Strange, it sure is. So let's get to the fun, shall we? Saladin Ahmed is our writer. Aaron Cooter is our artist. My camera person laughs every time I say Cooter. Might be Cutter. I don't know. Kuder. Figure out what it sounds like in the comments, folks. So, Matt's been having a problem with his friends being attacked by demons. As we all know, Matt Murdock, Daredevil, left Hell, and he's pretty sure that when he left, he brought some stuff back with him. Doctor Strange gives him some cliff notes. Daredevil gets a new costume because he is not the red Daredevil anymore. He is the white Daredevil. It's kind of cool. I like it a lot. So, not any less vicious. He's still a brawler, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, this is a interesting book. I like it a lot. I won't tell you who's on the last page. I don't like when they show up in comic books, but whatever. It's not my comic book, is it? We're almost done with Gang Wars, so let's get through our last two Gang Wars. Gang Wars Spider-Woman. Gang Wars Spider-Woman. Steve Fox is the writer. Carola Borelli is our artist. And last we left Jessica, she found out that her little baby had been turned into a full-grown supervillain. They aged him quickly. Hydra is known for doing things like that. But, yeah. And then Madam Web shows up to help get rid of the bad guys. Captain Marvel shows up as well. We still don't know if the guy playing the bad guy that says he's your son is lying or not. We're not sure. He may be Jerry. He may be the evil bad guy. We're not sure. And he does get away. And Captain Marvel shows up to help save the day. And then all Jessica needs is a hug from Captain Marvel because she's had the worst day. So she gives her a hug. I thought that was sweet. So it says this is the end of the Gang War, but next, after that, Gang War, we get Spider-Woman number 5. I think we're going to go ahead and keep Spider-Woman. So that'll mean we have Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Miles Morales Spider-Man, and Martha's fond of Venom. So in the Spider-Verse, we'll be buying 4 books. You're like, that seems like a lot. Well, we're not getting Spider-Boy, and we're not getting Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, or Web of Spider-Man, or just Spider-Man, which is another book altogether. So I think we're good. Makes me wonder if I'm blind to Marvel doing that, where Batman has 37 books a week that come out, but so does Spider-Man. All right, last one we got, Gang War, Luke Cage, number 4. If I haven't said it before, I'll say it now. Why'd you put Luke Cage in this horrible costume? This looks awful. Luke Cage shouldn't have a costume. He should have a yellow shirt with his blue pants and his headbands at Christmas a lot. Or just wear clothes. Rodney Barnes is our writer. Ramon F. Box is our artist. And we have our lovely Gang War. We get a little flashback of Luke, though, when, he used to fight Dr. Doom and when he turned into Power Man and hung out with Iron Fist, and also he's in a Mech Warrior beating up other Sylvester Smythe Mech Warrior stuff. So, yep, that's just him basically taking out the rest of the Mech Warrior. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, that's not good. Why'd the page fall out? We've had a young man trauma. I don't know whether to take it back and see if I can get a new one or what. Or just be careful with it, I guess. Anyways, Luke old school is just to wear clothes and beat the crap out of robots and things that are bigger than him. That's just what he does. So we have to finish the war. Let's tell you who's left. Amazing Spider-Man 44, and then Daredevil Gang War number 4, which is the Electro. So not Matt, who's got his own comic book and his own problems. So there's our 6 hefty books for the week. Thanks for everybody watching. Theo, Sophie, we did not see you this weekend. This weekend was take dogs to get their shots. We do it by going to places like Tractor Supply and this other place I never remember the name of, and we wait in line. So I saw a large amount of dogs today. It was a great time. Flora, the dog we got from my father-in-law, she's a derp, so she was awful. The old dog, Sunny, the Chihuahua, and Flower, our dog. Yeah, by the way, get this. So we got this dog for 9 years. Flower. We got her when she was a pit bull puppy, this big. This is all she was. And she's been here for 9 years. And then my father-in-law goes and decides that he's going to have a issue, so that he has to go into the hospital. And then all of a sudden we're stuck with a Chihuahua that is older than time, like Yoda old, but she's a good dog. And then Flora, who there's not a thought in that head, nothing at all. Just 3-year-old German short hair knockoff. You figure out she's not an actual German short hair the first time she goes, "Woo!" German short hairs don't do that. So, and the nose is a dead giveaway. She got a fat nose. So, anyways, we did that today. Yeah, Flora was awful. Flower didn't like being in line with that many people who weren't willing to pet her. Sunny actually can't hear very well and is blind as a bat, so she was just a conscious furball that I was carrying because she weighs, as we found out today, 8.5 pounds. I did buy her a new sweater though; she deserved it. So, no grandkids this week. As always, I tell you, go find a comic book to read. Oh, do you want to do that? I think they're all superhero comic books this week, though. I don't think there's. Well, I don't know. I don't count Constantine. I don't count Godzilla as superheroes. John Constantine is not a superhero. He's a schlub. So I'll give you 4 superheroes versus 2 not superheroes. But you got to get the Constantine book. This is so Vertigo. It's so. Do they even put the Vertigo? No, it's DC Black Label. Screw DC's Black Label. It's Vertigo. You can tell just by reading it. Such a good book. Take my word for it. So 4 to 6. That's not bad. A lot of superheroes. That's not a big surprise for this neck of the woods. We like superheroes here. Go get it. Go, yeah, like I said, you can read comic books anywhere. The library, the comic book store. If you have one, we have Fanfare Comics here. They just celebrated. I want to give a shout out to Fanfare. 41st anniversary. Brought back the quarter bin for me. I bought too many comic books at the quarter bin. Probably about 60, but spent no money. Got a couple other nice things at the comic book shop for their 41st anniversary. 41st anniversary. That means I've been going there since I was 20. So there you go. So that was a good time. You guys find a place that has comic books. Read them online. There's a program for reading the library comic books online if you prefer to read them on your phone or on your computer. Lots and lots of places. So I'm glad we made it this week where I didn't try to do 2 weeks in a row again, because that gets a long episode of this show. So until next week, go read a comic book.